for speaking with me. Um, what did you want your team to take away from fighting against such a competitive program like Notre Dame tonight?
What we wanted to take away is the fact that we moved the ball pretty well when we didn't turn it over and we took our time. And I thought only having 12 turnovers and six of them were from steals from Hidalgo was a better offensive production type of game. But I wanted them to take away that when we play hard and we play together, we do make good things happen. And
Hmm.
defensively, even though we were at a pretty big size disadvantage, again, when we played together on the defensive end and really focused on being in there for the help, but not over helping to where the guards could take advantage of us on the perimeter. I thought that also helped. And I think that gave us a little bit of confidence when we are such an undersized team to play a little bit harder on the defensive end.
And you mentioned some of the good things that you guys got going. There were a lot of turnovers that your team forced against Notre Dame. Was that something you emphasized coming into it, or did that happen naturally as the game went on?
We more so just emphasized really moving together with, every time the ball moves, all five people got to move and stick together. And I thought that we did a little bit better job being handsy because we have to kind of dig in and try to get those uh, double teams on the inside, or when a drive happens in the back, your back is to the person. We got to dig in. So we
Mhm.
worked on doing those things. We've been working on that, but I thought they put it more together in this game.
How did you feel about the defensive intensity that the team showed this night?
Outside of the first quarter, which was really, I just didn't think we did a very good job in the first quarter on either end of the floor. And that's a shame because you can't get that quarter back. But outside of that, I thought our defensive intensity of the second, third, and fourth quarter, I'd say 60% of that time we were really locked in. But we still have ways to improve with keeping our intensity high. Like we had a couple times when we almost forced a turnover, and then at the very end we got a foul called because we didn't stay straight up and down and force them into
Mhm.
continuing to force them into a tough shot. So thought we sent them to the free throw line a few too many times.
What's the biggest area you want to clean up on before your next game?
Uh, our first quarter, we got to come out ready to punch a little bit harder in what we're doing in the first quarter, and taking care of the ball in that first quarter and making sure that our rebounding right now, especially we cleaned it up a little bit in the second half, but we've got to do a better job on the boards. Whether it's giving ourselves an opportunity to get a second shot or in a third shot, or just giving the opponents one shot by everybody blocking out and then going to crash. In the first quarter today, we had a couple times where everybody blocked out, but then we didn't pursue the rebound, and then they ended up out hustling it to us. So we've
Mhm.
got to work on out hustling people for rebounds, and that's a big spot of improvement for us.
How does it feel for Jocelyn Greer to score a career high today in such a competitive team?
Yeah, I thought, finally her mid-range was really on point. I thought she had, and I love to see the confidence that she was playing with on the offensive end. You could see she had kind of that look in her eye where she felt like she could be unstoppable on that offensive end. And then I thought she had a couple of good defensive possessions as well. So this is a game I think she can really build on.
And how important has her development been as the season has progressed?
She, if there was any letdown in her development, it was just because she got a little bit injured. She had some shin splints there early on. Once we got out of in our transition from non-conference games to conference games, she was a little banged up. But now she's back. The Christmas break really did a good job of helping her. The holiday break did a nice job of
Mhm.
helping her get back on track with her legs feeling stronger. And I love that you could see that in her game today. She looked a lot stronger. So I think she's just going to continue to improve as a freshman. I thought her production was exactly where we needed it to be.
Amazing. And how do you keep this group focused and motivated through the coming games?
That's one thing about this group of players that we have right now. As discouraging as this year has been at times with the way our record is, and our performance has been in different games and the injuries that we've suffered and all those things, they come to practice ready to work every day. So that I know I can count on with them, and I can count on them bringing energy and sticking together. So we're going to keep working, and I hope that like you mentioned, there are some things that we can really build on, and there are also
Mhm.
some things that we can learn from in this game to hopefully bring to Virginia Tech and have another game where we can give them our best.